Hey guys, happy Friday. You're almost done with your first full week of remote learning. So am I. All right, so we're gonna do the read aloud for today and start on chapter 3, which is called Seat Work. And then I'm gonna make another video after this that's gonna show you like what to expect for writing next week. Because the books that you read for Raz Plus kids now, instead of just doing a reading response in your reading journal, I'm gonna have you guys start like a little bit of something every day so that you'll have an essay by Friday next week, okay? Okay, so this is called Seat Work. And Jacob, thanks for chiming in with a comment on the read aloud. So whenever I post a question or whenever I put up a question or ask a question in a video, always feel free to comment, you guys, on what you think or what your predictions are. I like to hear what you have to say. Okay, here we go. There were two kinds of children who went to kindergarten. Those who lined up beside the door before school, as they were supposed to, and those who ran around the playground and scrambled to get into line when they saw Miss Binney approaching. Ramona ran around the playground. Doesn't surprise us. One morning, as Ramona was running around the playground, she noticed Davy waiting for Henry Huggins to lead him across the intersection. She was interested to see that Davy was wearing a black cape pinned to his shoulders and with two big safety pins. While Henry held up two cars and the cement truck, Ramona watched Davy across the street. The more Ramona saw of Davy, the better she liked him. He was such a nice, shy boy with blue eyes and soft brown hair. Ramona always tried to choose Davy for her partner in folk dancing, and when the class played Grey Duck, Ramona always tagged Davy, unless he was already in the mush pot. When Davy arrived, Ramona marched up to him and asked, "Are you Batman?" "No," said Davy. "Are you Superman?" asked Ramona. "No," said Davy. "Well, who else could Davy be in a black cape?" Ramona stopped and thought, but she was unable to think of anyone else who wore a cape. "Well, who are you?" she asked. "Mighty Mouse," crowed Davy, delighted that he had baffled Ramona. "I'm going to kiss you, Mighty Mouse," shrieked Ramona. Davy began to run, and Ramona ran after him. Round and round the playground they ran, with Davy's cape flying out behind him. Under the traveling bars and around the jungle gym, she chased him. "Run, Davy, run!" screamed the rest of the class, jumping up and down, until Miss Binney was seen approaching, and everyone scrambled to get in line. Every morning afterwards, when Ramona reached the playground, she tried to catch Davy so she could kiss him. "Here comes Ramona," the other boys and girls shouted when they saw Ramona walking down the street. "Run, Davy, run!" And Davy ran with Ramona chasing after him. Round and round the playground they ran while the class cheered Davy on. "That kid ought to go out for track when he gets a little older," Ramona heard one of the workmen across the street say. Once Ramona came near enough to grab Davy's clothes, he jerked away, popping the buttons off his shirt. For once, Davy stopped running. "Now see what you did," he accused. "My mother is going to be mad at you." Ramona stopped in her tracks. "I didn't do anything," she said indignantly. "I just hung on. You did the pulling." "Here comes Miss Binney," someone called out, and Ramona and Davy scurried to get in line by the door. After that, Davy stayed farther away from Ramona than ever, which made Ramona sad because Davy was such a nice boy, and she did so long to kiss him. However, Ramona was not so sad that she stopped chasing Davy. Round and round they went every morning until Miss Binney would arrive. Miss Binney, by this time, had begun to teach her class something more than games, the rules of kindergarten, and the mysterious Donzer song. Ramona thought of kindergarten as being divided into two parts. The first part was the running part, which included games, dancing, finger painting, and playing. The second part was called seat work. Seat work was serious. Everyone was expected to work quietly in his own seat without disturbing anyone else. Ramona found it difficult to sit still because she was always interested in what everyone else was doing. "Ramona, keep your eyes on your own work," Miss Binney said, and sometimes Ramona remembered. Sometimes. For the first seat work assignment, each member of the class was told to draw a picture of his own house. Ramona, who had expected to learn to read and write in school like her sister Beezus, used her new crayons quickly to draw her house with 2 windows, a door, and a red chimney. With her green crayon, she scrubbed in some shrubbery. Anyone familiar with her neighborhood could tell the picture was of her house, but somehow Ramona was just not satisfied. She looked around to see what others were doing. Susan had drawn a picture of her house and was adding a girl with boing boing curls looking out the window. Howie, who had drawn his house with the garage door open and a car inside, was adding a motorcycle parked at the curb. Davy's house looked like a clubhouse built by some boys who had a few old boards and not enough nails. It leaned to one side in a tired sort of way. Ramona studied her own drawing and decided she would have to do something to make it more interesting. After considering various colors of crayon, she selected, and I'm going to stop there because our other read-alongs have been pretty long. So I feel like it's Friday. We're going to make it short anyway. And I want to try to get you guys to make some comments on the bottom of this read aloud. So I want to know, what else does she add to her house to make it interesting? And what do you think the other kids are going to say about it? So it ended with, Ramona studied her own drawing and decided she would have to do something to make it more interesting. After considering various colors of crayons, she selected so what crayons did she select? What is she going to do to the picture of her house? Because right now the book said that it does look like her house. It said anybody that knows her neighborhood would know that that was her house. So what is she going to do to the picture? What are your predictions? What do you think she's going to do? And what's going to be the reaction of the other kids? Are they going to like it? Are they going to be mad that she's not maybe following the rules, or maybe she is? Okay, so after this video, I'm going to post another one that says something about like reading for next week and what to expect. Okay, I hope you guys have a great Friday. I miss you so much, and I miss your smiles, and I miss you laughing. So have a great weekend, and don't stress about school. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to start topic 10 next week for math. So we're going to start some new things and some things that you've been doing all along. All right, have a great weekend. I miss you guys. See ya.